and welcome to the Round Table. Today we're here to talk about immigration reform. Immigration reform has been something that's on the plate of policymakers from Johnson Reed to the potato famine all the way to the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965. And now it's a bigger issue than ever with the disputes on the Mexican border, as well as what's going on with the Syrian refugees. Some argue a more nationalistic approach to immigration reform, such as border restrictions, citizenship restrictions, and building huge walls to stop immigrants from coming into the country.
Every day our border remains open, innocent Americans are needlessly victimized and killed. Every day sanctuary cities are left in place. Innocent Americans are put in harm's way.
However, another point of view is that criminals coming into the country is an issue. However, it's not the biggest issue when it comes to reforming the immigration system. Please welcome 2016 Libertarian candidate for president, Governor Gary Johnson.
Why should immigration be one of the main priorities of President-elect Trump when he takes office? Well, he's made it a priority. I think it's one of those boogeyman issues, and by boogeyman, that it really doesn't exist. He talks about Mexicans being murderers and rapists when in fact statistically they commit a lot less crime than U.S. citizens do. They're the absolute cream of the crop when it comes to workers. I am speaking as a former border governor of New Mexico, Mexico, and for the most part these are issues that would be resolved if we made it as easy as possible to get a work visa.
Thank you, Governor Johnson. The new 115th Congress has the monumental task of reforming the current immigration system. This is an issue that's going to happen in both the Senate and the House of Representatives. Certain urgent legislation needs to be passed in order to handle the disputes with the border, as well as things with Syrian refugees coming into the country and the restrictions that we can put on that to make sure that America stays a safe place, as well as the land of promise that most immigrants dream of.
Thank you. And let me congratulate Senator McCain on all of his hard work with the Gang of Eight and his focus on border security, which is an enormously important issue. Mr. President, as the son of an immigrant, my dad came to this country at the age of 17 from Poland. I strongly support the concept of immigration reform, and I applaud the Judiciary Committee and all of those people who have been working hard on this legislation.
Both the legislator and the incoming president should put a priority on obtaining either citizenship, or if that's too much, at least obtaining work papers, so immigrants who are planning on obtaining citizenship can come to the country and work. However, immigrants that are in here illegally shouldn't just get the free pass to jump the line in citizenship, which Governor Johnson can better explain.
Let's see. Do you think it should be easier for immigrants to come into our country and gain citizenship? Well, citizenship should be a part of immigration, and that should be part of comprehensive immigration reform. For those immigrants that are in this country right now, that are in this country without documentation, they shouldn't be able to jump the line when it comes to getting citizenship, but there should be citizenship should be spelled out. That would be part of comprehensive immigration reform. No one should be allowed to jump the line. But if you've been law-abiding and you've been in this country working, there's no reason why that amount of time shouldn't accrue toward citizenship.
The Berkeley Review of Latin American Studies argues that if immigration is more welcome and managed efficiently, the promises for economic growth are very, very strong. However, our current immigration laws are very restrictive and make it hard for either skilled immigrants, such as scientists, or less skilled immigrants, such as household workers and construction workers, to obtain a legal permit to come to this country.
Nothing will ever be perfectly efficient, But I think that immigration reform needs to start with an acknowledgement that immigration is a good thing, something that right now is way on the back burner. Immigrants are being vilified as the reason for all of our ills, and I would argue that that simply is not the case.
As you can see, our immigration system has a long way to go before we can call it efficient. However, that all becomes easier with a very strong step in the right direction. Thank you for joining us at the round table. I hope this video shed some light on why immigration is a very prominent issue on the plate of our incoming president as well as the new 115th Congress.